Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here, and we're back on the desert range today. It was 105-ish yesterday. Going to be warmer today. We've got another target downrange with 3 dots, and today we are going to be testing some factory ammo versus some reloaded ammo in the 308. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Alrighty, well, we've got a little break in the action here, so I've got my target set up down there. I do not have a target camera again because that target's in the spall zone for the rifle and shotgun range right next door, so I'm not going to put a camera at risk. We did have an issue yesterday with the camera overheating, so I'm going to try getting it into this desert bush here and see if I can perhaps get it in a little shade. Today, like I said in the intro, we'll be testing some of the Federal 168 grain blue tip. Throw it on the ground, it helps it a lot. And then we'll try some 175 grain SMKs. And I've got the load data written down. Our rifle today will be my Remington 700 in 308 with a 20-inch barrel. And it's been modified to have a 7-round box magazine, internal box magazine. We'll shoot 5-round groups today. It's running a Millet tactical scope, which is a 4x16 if I remember correctly. And the last time I fired this gun, I was shooting the Buffalo in Whittington at the Whittington Center at 1,123 yards. And I'm pretty sure I took my dope off. So we'll figure that out. Most Ricky tick. Okay, so for starters, we're going to shoot a 5-round group of the Factory Federal, and we'll see how close it is to the advertised velocity, which is 2650. But it doesn't tell me what barrel length they tested that in. So bear in mind, I have a 20-inch barrel. This gun's also been fitted with a Timony trigger, so it's not 100% stock. On the downside, I forgot my squeeze bag today, so I have to work with my rear rifle rest that I use on my home range, which is flat, and it's going to be a little bit difficult with this setup. Okay, this will be 5 rounds of the Factory 168 grain blue tip. Well, we might not have to. Well, we're probably not going to run a bag at all. This is where I wish I'd have had my squeeze bag. Okay, we're going to try this on the top dot, I think. Top dot, Federal 168 blue. High and left, that was me. 2546 for our speed. This trigger's much lighter than my Howa. Find my target again. $25.40. 25-28. $25.55. Yes, and we have one more. The barrel's heating up quickly. $25.25. Nice. So the factory ammo gave us a 5-shot average of 2539.2, an extreme spread of 30.2, and a standard deviation of 11.2. We will run down and take a look at that target. Alrighty, so preliminary results on having the camera in that bush. The camera is much cooler in my hand right now than it was yesterday after 3 shots, or pardon me, 5 shots, because we shot the 5-shot following group before we shot 3-shot groups for record. So hopefully that bush will help. And that seems like an okay 5-shot group for factory ammo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We got a little bit of wiggle in the wind, so not too shabby. That's specifically for all the doubters who seem to think I can't shoot a MOA group at 100 yards. Okay, we got a couple of 308 loadings I want to put over the chronograph. I loaded them some time ago, but just haven't had this rifle out for a while. So now it's time to test those. Okay, so this next group, we're going to shoot 40.5 grains of IMR 4166, pushing a 175 grain Sierra Match King. And while I'm loading these 5 rounds, I like to point out, once again, for all those that tell me I need a different table, or I need a different bag, or I need a different setup, this table works great in rugged conditions where there's no facility. As far as needing a different bag, I didn't even use a bag for that last group because the angle to the target doesn't allow me to use the rear bag I usually use with my 6.5 PRC, and I forgot my squeeze bag, so I don't have one small enough to fit in here and keep me on target, so I'm running with no bag. Okay, this is 40.5 grains of 41 IMR 4166, pushing 175 grain Sierra Match King. We're going to shoot this on the center dot. Y'all can't see that because there's no camera down there, but you'll see it at the end. .2464, but I am not seeing a hit down there. Maybe it's just below the dot. Okay, 2464. And looking at the primers, for those that want to know more about the load, it's a Winchester large rifle primer. .2436. 24-24. Doesn't look like it's grouping that well. $24.34. And the last shot. $24.45. Chronograph tells us our 5-shot group was 2441.1. Our extreme spread was 40.5 and our standard deviation 13.6. Let's go take a walk. Alrighty, now we're 10 shots in. Camera is still reasonably cool to the touch, and we're still running good. Not burning through the battery as fast as yesterday either. So, pretty cool. Definitely getting my steps in and sweating out last night's beer pretty good. It's a little bit warm. I'll bring it back when we get to the target. Okay, there's our factory group. There's our 40.5 of 41.66. Looks like it's a little bit bigger than an inch. 5 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, guess we'll have to play with that loading a little bit more. 41.66 didn't seem to run very good. Okay, let's go shoot the last loading and see what we get. So our last load is going to be 44.5 grains of IMR 4007 SSC, pushing a 168 grain Sierra Match King. Let's see, I've told you the powder, I've told you the bullets, I've told you the primer, and these were all loaded with Hornady brass. Chronograph's reset. We're going to shoot 5 rounds of 44.5 of IMR 4007 SSC. This will be on the bottom dot. Yeah, I kind of jerked that one. It took a running start. 23.72. Yeah. Try not to get a running start on your trigger, folks. $23.78. Pretty slow for 308 speeds. $23.96, and that stuff's running a little warmer than the other stuff. By warmer, I mean heat warmer. The brass was warmer, the barrel's warmer. $23.97. I'm surprised the chronograph caught it as much as it moved that time. Chronograph was turned almost 20 degrees. Pretty cool. I do like that Garmin. 2378. Our 5-shot average is 2384. Our extreme spread was 25.3, and our standard deviation 10.4. Very good. Let's go down, recover that target. So, that's the one I jerked the trigger on. That's the group. I didn't do it any justice with that one. We'll go ahead and take those back and get them measured up and see how they look. Alrighty, y'all. So the factory Federal 168 grain tactical rifle gave us a .545 inch 5-shot group. Maybe Federal needs to have a talk with Hornady. Their tactical ammo runs better than the Hornady match. 40.5 IMR 4166, pushing a 175 grain SMK, gave us a 1.16 inch group. That might tighten up if I bring the velocity up a little bit. We'll see. And then 44.5 of IMR 4007 shortcut, pushing 168 grain XMK with my jerk is a 1.51 inch group. If we take that jerk out, that group's 0.726. It's also moving very slow, so I may try some more. 4007, see if we can get the speed up a little bit, and we may try some more 4166, see if we can get the speed up a little bit and get that group to shrink a little bit. Not too shabby. Alright, y'all, that'll be another quick video here. We've got another nice hot day down in the desert. It was nice to break out the 308 and give it a run for its money. Haven't shot it for a while. I'm really pleased with the factory 308 ammo. Stuff shot pretty good. It gives me a goal to load for with my Remington 700 20-inch barrel. Got a primary weapon system compensating flash hider on it. Harris bipod, Millet tactical scope. Crosshairs are quite a bit thicker than on my Vortex scope, but they still work. I'm disappointed I didn't bring my squeeze bag, but I think we did okay for just loading the bipod slightly and holding it into my shoulder. So, with all that being said, Halfmilesniper reminding you, carry everywhere you can. Get a CCW if you need one. If you're in a constitutional carry state, get a CCW anyways. You may travel. Not everybody recognizes constitutional carry. I want to thank y'all for hanging with me. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit like. Feel free to subscribe. Subscriptions are free. And got some merch down below. This one is my Everyone's a Hero at a 7-yard line shirt. It's actually been kind of popular. So until next time, this is Halfmilesniper reminding you, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it. Hit.